Hello, welcome to Second Look. I'm Kyle Rogers.
And I'm Leah Yolande. Tonight we take a second look at what it's like to add parenthood to a college student's responsibilities.
So there's no better co-host in finding out about this than Leah Yolande. Leah, you are how many months pregnant now?
I am going into my 7th month.
7th month, that's
yes.
Crazy. I remember whenever you told me you were pregnant, and then that moment, your life changed.
Oh my goodness, yes. It has been a roller coaster so far, and the baby's not even here yet.
I know, and just wait till it does get here.
Oh my goodness.
She gets here, not it. I shouldn't say it.
But we don't know if it's a he or she yet.
I thought we did.
No, we don't
never
know.
mind.
No.
Someone else. But anyway, Leah, let's talk about, you're a full-time college student.
Yes.
You knew whenever you were pregnant that you had the fall semester coming up. You also had the spring semester coming up. So, I mean, you got to be a little frightened.
A little bit, but I'm determined. I'm gonna finish. It's gonna be great. I'll take a little break after this semester, and then I'll come back full force in my mind,
in your mind.
and get it done.
Yeah, well, I mean, you are, let's be real here, we hang out a lot.
Yes.
And you seem more tired this semester.
It's true. All I want to do is eat and sleep.
Don't we all? Don't we all? Well, Leah, we'll talk a little bit more about you coming up, but Leah is not the only one here going to college with a something little extra. As our Kyle Stum tells us, a woman getting her nuclear med tech degree while also hanging on to her mommy status.
Making the time to do my schoolwork, or actually leaving to go to school, because especially the little one, she sees me and she's like, "Mommy, no," and that just breaks your heart.
Being a parent is hard enough, but being a parent and a student is twice as hard. Between working a full-time job and taking care of 2 kids, Karen has to squeeze in her schooling whenever she can.
So even if it's just an hour before class to throw together a paper or just whatever it may be, if I have to do it, then I have to do it.
Juggling all these jobs leaves little to no time to spend with her kids and husband.
As soon as I get home from work, I have 1 hour to eat with them and to help him make dinner if he hasn't already done it, and clean up if I can, if I have time. And that's if I'm not throwing 20 minutes to sneak in some study time or read.
She wants other students who aren't parents to know that they're lucky to have the time she doesn't.
I just want to turn to them and just say, you have this opportunity and you don't have all these things bogging you down. And you just do a good job right now, because you're not going to get the opportunity back once you have a family and have a job and kids.
And to parents who debate returning for a degree,
to see that you can do it if you want. There are no limitations. You shouldn't say, "Oh, well, it's too late now." It's never too late. If you really want to do something, you can.
I'm Kyle Stum with your Second Look.
And Karen says all of the hard work and sacrifice will pay off in the end. And the parenting school juggling act is just as tough for dads. Art Horn is a father of 3. He went back to Lancaster Bible College to get his bachelor's in family ministry. And to add to an interesting twist, his son Nate also goes to Lancaster Bible College. Now, it might seem unusual, but Nate liked having his dad go through the same classes.
The fact that he was in school was kind of like a parent helping a kid through kindergarten, where they can help their kids because they know the material they're in at the moment.
And Art graduated earlier this year in June with a 4.0. He hopes to start a family ministry class at his church.
Well,
good for him.
Yeah, that is good for him, and a 4.0 at that. Some student parents don't have the luxury of a spouse to share the workload. Becky Williams, a single mother, went back for her degree when her daughter was 4.
Becky went back to school when her daughter Olivia was 4. Her biggest struggle wasn't finding time to get work done, it was finding time to spend with Olivia.
And she came on the bus with me, but we weren't playing, and then after I got off the school bus, I went right to school, so I missed dinner with her for 2 years.
But Becky's parents were behind her all the way.
No, I could not have done it without them, because I couldn't find somebody to watch her, because I had class from 5 to 10 at night. So somebody would have to put her to bed and feed her, and I wouldn't have had anybody else to do it.
Becky says she'd do it all again. In fact, she plans on going back to school for another degree.
I actually have been discussing going back to school just a hack for culinary arts.
It's all worth it to hear these little words.
I'm proud of Mommy for going to school.
I'm Kyle Stum, and here's your second look.
It's so good to see Olivia being proud of her
She's so
mommy.
cute, yeah.
As Kyle said, Becky does plan to go back to school, but in the meantime, she enjoys spending as much time with Olivia as possible.
Yeah, very good. Cute.
But don't go away. When we come back, we'll talk to other fathers who go to SHIP.
But first, let's head on over to Kristen Pappas. She has our Facebook feedback. Hey, Kristen.
Hey. Well, we asked our Facebook fans about experience with pregnancy or parenting in college. Emily Ellis says, going to college when you have a child is one of the hardest things to go through. My son is always wanting my attention and I have to stay focused. I want to show him one day that no matter what is going on in life, you can do anything you set your mind to. Thank you, Emily, and keep up the good example.
Well, welcome back to Second Look. We're here with Charlie Mitchell. Now, he's been doing the father-student thing for 4 years now. Charlie, welcome to Second Look.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Well, Charlie, tell me a little bit, how many children do you have?
I have 4.
4 children. How old are they?
30, 17, 14, and 10.
Wow.
Busy. They're right across the spectrum. Now, you're a non-traditional student, so why did you leave school and then take a break, or are you coming back now for the first time?
Oh, I'm coming back from, I was in school when I was younger, about like 22, 23. I actually went through broadcasting school then. It was a technical school. I went through that, and then I went into the military and was in for 12 years and decided to come back after some medical mishaps on the job.
Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Postponed for you, but so why did you want to come back?
Basically because it was a part of, I always like to say, my bucket list. I wanted to be able to do the things that I had never done before, and I did not have a degree, and I wanted a degree.
Now, how do you juggle spending time with your children and being in school? I know they're a little older, but you've got a couple younger ones too.
Yes, it's really hard, especially like on Saturdays when I have assignments that I have to complete. If I have packages that I have to complete for my requirement to get my degree, and they have a soccer game, or if they have a baseball game, or they have fundraisers that they want dad to participate in, and I can't get there, it can be really, really tough.
Yeah. Are they understanding, or are they kind of like, Dad, come on?
Sometimes they are, but I try to make it up to them during the holidays. We have Thanksgiving coming up, we have Christmas coming up, so that's when I get to spoil them like crazy.
All right, very good. Well, keep on keeping on. Charlie Mitchell, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate
Appreciate that.
Sure. Well, being a parent makes going to college a different experience, as we learned from Charlie, but having a family can also be an asset. And actually, we don't have that story right now. We might have it a little later on. But when we come back, actually, let's head over to Kristen Pappas. She's over there with our Facebook feedback. Hey, Kristen.
Martise Mosley says her and her parents are prepping to take their masters together, so they are both in school at the same time. The only downside is when they complain about homework. Well, don't go away, there's more Second Look.
Welcome back to Second Look. So you've heard from those fathers who are non-traditional, i.e. mature, a little bit older.
Charlie there.
But there are plenty of father students who fit in the traditional crowd. Joining us right now, we've got Marcus and Zach.
Hello, gentlemen. Thanks for being here today. So
Thanks for having
you're pretty young. How do you juggle the college lifestyle and being dads? Marcus, we'll start with you.
That's a very good question. I think
know
it's
it is.
definitely definitely what you call time management for that. You have to have your studies for your schoolwork and have your studies. Have the time to take care of your responsibilities.
Right. Same with you, Zach?
Yeah, I agree with him. I think your number one responsibility is being a father, taking care of your kid above everything else. But then education is important too, because you want your children to have something better than what you had growing up.
Go on.
Go ahead.
All you.
Now, I know the two of you come from two different backgrounds. You come from a two-parent household.
Yes.
You went to Milton Hershey School. How does that affect how you how does that influence how you take care of your child? Because you have your parents as a role model, so.
Yes, definitely what you said. I have my parents for a role model. Coming from a two-parent household, it definitely gave me the example of what it is to be a parent and sacrifice.
Do you find yourself doing things that you said, my parents did that, I will never do that with my kids?
Oh, I sound just like my dad.
I know.
Yeah. About being that thing, I told you so. Yeah, I found myself with my daughter. Yeah, absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
Now, how does that affect you, Zach? Because you come from a different background.
I just want my daughter to have a father in her life. I didn't have that opportunity, so I don't want her to miss out on having a father in life. That's why I'm always, looking forward to go home on the weekends and, spend time with her at work so that I can provide for her.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that. I mean, you come from different backgrounds both, but you come from different areas. Your daughter is in Philly?
Harrisburg.
Oh,
She's in
Harrisburg.
right
Same
now.
with you?
Lancaster.
Lancaster. So, guys, you
a
got
little bit of a
big
distance.
commute.
Yeah.
Though. So, how's that work out?
Well, me, I see my daughter on weekends, and every holiday she comes to Philadelphia with me.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
Nice.
And every weekend I go home to work. I work Friday through Sunday. I work at Sheets back at home, but I see my daughter that whole weekend. So I'm traveling back and forth, juggling, the student life, but at the same time, the responsibility is being a father.
Wow, good for you. And Marcus, you played football here, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, that had to have an influence on raising a girl, too.
Oh, man, you ain't never lie. It was more so of, like, I want to say again, time management.
Right.
Sometimes I think a lot of people on campus for helping to pitch in, because it does take a village to raise a child. I would actually play games and people will volunteer to watch her in the stands for me while she watched me
That is
play.
so
So
nice.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
really
yeah,
nice.
that's a
Awesome.
blessing. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Well,
That's a
it
blessing.
depends who she's with.
Right.
Let's be real.
Absolutely. Actually, All-American Jill Edwards, the volleyball player, she used to volunteer and help watch my child. So I thank you out there, Jill. I really appreciate that. Really.
Maybe we can get an SUTV nanny.
Oh,
to
that
come.
would be
That'd
nice
so
because
nice.
you're our sports anchor at SUTV.
Yes.
So you have a daughter.
Right.
You will have a son
Yeah.
or daughter.
Yeah.
So-
So Marcus, maybe you can pay it forward and you'll be
yeah.
babysit.
Just let me know. Just let me know. Just let me
A
know.
little baby therapy. We'd all like to escape from the hard work.
Yes.
Although with these SUTV people, you don't want that.
You're absolutely. You're
All
right.
right. Well, gentlemen, hey, thanks so much for your
Thank
time
you.
today. We really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right. Well, stay tuned because after the break, Leah, well, we both will sit
Yes.
down with the doctor to learn the do's and don'ts of pregnancy.
But before we go, social media correspondent Kristen Pappas has our Facebook feedback. Hey, Kristen.
Hey guys. Well, Julie Richards said she's in nursing school with 3 kids, work, and co-runs 3 orphanages and a school in Haiti. Busy, but almost done. It's been hard, but worth it all in the end. Wow, Julie. Good luck to you in the future.